Okay, so I'm going to pick up from the last place where we left it. In my previous video, I've shown how we have our vSmart configured and vBond to include our vManage. And I've also explained the licensing part of it, the certificate part of it. I also explained in one of my previous video, I've explained the dashboard, what's each and every one of the pane uh, uh, um, indicates. Today, I am going to be explaining this part. This is the one edge. This is where we have all our sites. And in this site, we are in site one, we have two one edges, which I'm going to be configuring. Site two, similar. Site three is also similar. While site four is where we have the CSR. For because of the resource that I have currently, I would not be able to complete this part of the configuration, which is the site 4. Um, and currently, so we have, I'm going to begin with site 1. The site 255 has been completed, so I'm just going to both start it and begin the configuration. So in this configuration, basically, I'm going to be focusing on just the one link to the internet. I will not be doing anything as regard the MPLS link, which is this link. But for the sake of understanding the TLOC process, TLOC, I will configure this part of um, the one part of the vEdge too, so that we can understand and see different TLOC and how they work. So now I'm just going to go to the what's it called? The configuration. I'm just going to do two at a time to make it faster. Okay, so we have it running and it's requesting for password, which has to be for the first time. You have to do it twice, and you have to input it twice. So the same process that we went through when we are configuring the vBond, the vManage, and the vSmart. We have to configure the system, the site ID. This time around is site one. Um, the system IP. We can do. Okay, we have the details here for vEdge DC1. If I'm right. Okay, the system ID is not here. Okay, I'm just the site ID. The site ID is going to be one, so we can do 1.1.1.1. No, 1.1.1. Why this is going to be 1.1.2. So the V bond, as we have it, 100.64.255.2. Organizational name, VIPTELA SD1. Um, what else? Excuse me. I think that is all. Let me verify. I think that is all for now. Um, we've done site ID, we've done system name. Okay, that is all for now. The host name, I'm just going to do vh1. So I commit it. That is all. Then I go to VPN 0. Similar configuration, except that you need to um, have a few configurations here. So I'm going to use the IP address 0.64.1. I think this internet facing. I need to know the IP address. G6 254. So we can use one on that end. .1/24. Do IP route. Um, yes, IP route 0.0/0.100.64.255.254. No, that is wrong. It should be, that is very wrong. Let's go back to the interface and let's do the route again. It is 1.254. So that should be fine. We enable the tunnel. Tunnel encapsulation IPsec color on the gold, the internet, and we allow services. So now, the difference in what we have done is to configure the vEdge, which the configuration is similar to what we have been configuring on the vManage, the vBond, and the vSmart. But if you remember, we added um, certificates on each of the vBond, the vManage, and the vSmart. Similar thing will be done on the vEdge, but before we do, the only way we can do that is to configure the Ethernet 0 so that we can have access to it through SCP, and we can upload the uh, what's it called, the certificate, the root certificate on it. Without the root certificate, it won't establish any connectivity with vEdge, and I mean with the vSmart, with the vBond. Now let's ping and be sure we can reach the vBond. Okay, that is reachable. The next thing is to configure the VPN 512, which is for the management, and we are going to configure ET0 here, and I'm going to assign. I've used 250. Coming. I need to verify. I need to be sure the IP address is available. So it's 252. Okay, we have 252. So I'm just going to configure that IP address 192.254.254.252/24. No shorts and copies. That should start. Okay, good. We have reachability. The next thing we need to do is to upload our root certificate. My advice is if you're uploading the root certificate, try and upload it in the home directory. For home directory for this vEdge, so it will be easier to find. Now I'm going to add another section 192.254.254.252 admin. So we have access. Continue. So the root, the location, the folder for my no, not this. Okay. I'm looking for my desktop folder 5. This is the root CA. Just drag it. Okay, and that's all. So um, to add the root CA, we have to do requests. Okay, no, we do it here. Requests, request the root CA, and then we install it. The root CA install. Um, this is why I said it is advisable you put it in the home directory, so you don't have to uh, uh, struggle to get this. Now, caveats: if this vEdge is not reachable to the vBond and the vManage, if you try to install these root certificates, it's going to fail. So it is important that you make sure it is reachable. And so let's give it a try and see if it will be successful. Good. So it's successful. And the next thing is to upload the serial file. In the case of Cisco, you can, if you have a smart account, you can conveniently get the license from the smart account and licenses by using request vEdge, if I'm still right, yes. Activate chassis number. You'll be given a chassis number and a token, which I'm going to, and a token. Once you do this, your vEdge should come up. I'm going to do this in the background because I'm not, uh, I'm just going to pause the video and show you when, after I've done the serial activation. So pardon me, I will have to pause the video now and resume it later. Okay, I can quickly show you how to upload um, the serial list. To upload the serial list, you basically come to vEdge. It shows the file, and you upload. As you can see, it says viptila file. So basically, all you need to do is come to devices, vEdge list, upload, and you upload your serial list. That's all you need to do. And after that, everything gets populated, and you can pick each and every one of the serial list license um, your your vEdge device. So basically, after uploading the serial list, and you have to send it to the controller, which is what I have done behind the scene. So what next now is to license the vEdge, which I'm going to do. Um, so to license the vEdge, we need to request vEdge activate chassis number, then I'll pick the serial number. So I have added the serial list, which I have intentionally scrolled up. As you can see, the vEdge device came up. The moment this happens, your control hub, WAN connectivity, all these features, don't worry about it going down. It is trying to establish show control connections between the vEdge, the T-lock, and the rest. Okay, as you can see, we now have an IPsec communication between vBond. This is the vEdge, the vSmart, and the vManage. For some reason, the vBond IP address doesn't show up, but I mean the system IP, it has always shown like that, but it's operational as it's supposed to. So this shows that we have, this is the color that we configured initially that shows this now shows that the vEdge is up and we can start managing it. In my previous video, I showed this shows the numbers of serial file that I have. This is the numbers that I authorized that I'm going to be installing on each and every one of these router 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this shows the numbers that I'm currently deployed, and it shows that I have no WAN connectivity. Okay, and control is up. As regard this device is up, it is not partially up, and the control is not down. So I'm just going to repeat the same process for the other three routers, which will not be able to do it now because I need to run another video. But basically, the same process is what you repeat for the rest. Then, what's next is managing it from creating a template, creating policies, and the rest, which we are still going to get into if time permits, not in this video anyway. So that is basically what I want to show you today, and I'm going to complete the rest behind the scene and show you how it looks like what we are. But it is important that the process that you usually follow when I'm uh, bringing up edge devices is to make sure I have my root certificate before issuing the serial license or the one edge list that I added. So right now we have both the vSmart, the vBond, the vEdge, and the vManage. We have them fully up. I will configure the rest and add it to the video that I'm recording. Possibly, I'm going to be using this lab to simulate the templates, what we need, how we configure the templates, how each and every one of these interfaces will be, most especially the end interfaces to the vEdge devices, how they are being configured, how policies are being configured, how we need to move each and every one of these controllers from CLI mode to uh, configuring it from the vManage and the rest like that. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next video.